Hey guys, so today is my brother's birthday and we are going over to his house to celebrate, but I filmed this part like 20 times in the last like 3 days and I haven't really known what to say. I've just known that I felt it in my heart to even bring it up, and finally Tara Lynn explained it exactly why I feel the need to even say anything. It has been very difficult the last couple of days living life. And it's been difficult because of Brittany Leach's story. I've known Brittany and watched Brittany for the last, I don't even know how many years. And I know now she has like gotten really popular from this, and rightfully so, but I'm having trouble living day-to-day life knowing the nightmare that she's going through. And Tara Lynn, finally, I was trying to find the right words the last couple of days on like how I wanted to even bring it up and why I felt the need to bring it up. And it's because I've been affected by it, but I didn't quite know how to bring it up in like a vlog. I didn't really know how to explain why it was affecting me in a way that wasn't obvious. And it's just been, I've had trouble. I've had trouble since the day I found out that she was going through this. I had a rough day myself the day after Christmas. I believe that's when she announced that this happened, or that's when I found out about it. I found out about it the morning after Christmas, I believe. And at that point, you know, we didn't really know the extent of it. I went through some stuff that I've kept off the internet, as you guys know. We went through some things that I was very quiet about. And I remember when we were going through those things, I was in a place where I was almost angry that other people were able to live their life as if bad things weren't happening in the world. I understood, obviously, but I just feel sad for her. I feel devastated for her. I feel, you know, I'm at a place now where I feel she has been bringing forth, not understanding, but she has been so strong that I feel today I'm a little bit stronger for her. I wasn't the last few days. I've cried a ton. I've prayed a ton. Anytime I would think about it, I would just break down and sob. And I'm still absolutely devastated for this family. And she's living every parent's nightmare. The scariest thing in the world is to lose your child, and she is living that. And that, for me, just makes me angry. I feel it's unfair. I feel as though, why is she going through this? Why does this mother have to go through this pain and this anguish? And there are no words. And I feel that's why I struggled also bringing this up in a vlog, is just because there aren't words to properly describe the way that she's feeling and the way that her family is feeling, and then the way in return we're all feeling. We're all feeling devastated for her. This is a fellow YouTube mom. This is a fellow person who I have watched, and I have followed her journey. And although I may not know her in real life, I don't believe that in today's time that means that you care necessarily about someone any less than you would an acquaintance that you meet at, you know, a get-together or whatnot. I feel as though when you know their story and you know this much about them and what they go through in their life, that you know enough to care. I'm just devastated for them. And I've really struggled. Yesterday, I didn't even want to leave the house. I cried. I held my son tight. He did the littlest things that normally would like irritate me. Not once did it irritate me yesterday, just because it was like, I'm so grateful that I get to have this still. I'm so thankful for this. And in the same time, I was afraid to bring this up in a vlog because I'm afraid to talk about it. Sometimes I'm afraid to speak of that fear because it's that terrifying. So I have struggled the last few days being able to just like fully be happy and feel joy, because I've constantly had this on my mind. I'm constantly checking my phone. I have my phone, since I got it, has never died. It died the last 2 days because I was constantly on it, trying to reshare things, trying to share stuff about like her GoFundMe and all of the different fundraising. I even got kicked off Instagram, which I later found out was for a very odd reason. But I wasn't able to use Instagram for a while and access it and to even post or anything. It's so hard when you just feel helpless. And then there's times that you just feel sad that there are people who you know are friends who you feel aren't talking about it. And then you wonder, are they not talking about it because the pain is that bad? Are they not talking about it because some people take things differently? Even for me, I felt like some people, when they're resharing and posting, they're doing it for their own benefit or for their own exposure, and I felt like some of it was for selfish reasons. And so I'm wondering, is she just not talking about it because of selfish reasons, or because she doesn't want to do it for selfish reasons? Moving on from that, which sucks to say, because how do you move on from that? Like, she can't move on from that. So it's like every time I segue, I get angry, because it's like, you're segueing, but there is a mom who can't segue. There is a mom who can't move forward. There is a mom who is struggling to even breathe right now. I am about to get dressed. My husband went to go get my brother a birthday card and gift card. I'm not even ashamed that my husband's getting it. My son is napping right now. I think I'm probably waking him up right now. So he's probably gonna get up any minute. And then as soon as he wakes up, you know, we're probably just gonna go to my brother's house, because it's pretty much time that we were supposed to have left, but haven't left. Oh, I just had a taste for some sandwich. What sandwich is that? I wanna say it's like a chicken sandwich. It has tomato and lettuce and some sort of sauce on it. Maybe it's the Wendy's chicken sandwich. I think that's it. My son's eye is still swollen, and I'm not 100% sure what it is, why it's swollen. And it's like when he wakes up, it's like worse. Like this morning, I feel like when he woke up this morning, it looked worse this morning than it did yesterday morning. But as the time went on, it looked good again. So it's just like fluctuating. I just feel like it's gotta be a sty or something like that, because when we were at my parents' house, he kept like putting himself on the ground and like rolling on the ground and like definitely rolling on his face. And I just feel like something probably got in his eye and he's having some reaction to it. So we've been trying to wipe it and stuff. There's no like drainage or anything like that. His eyes his eye itself, both of them are white. There's no redness, there's no irritation there. So we just believe that it's something just literally mainly the eyelid itself. You still have a little gimpy eye. Baby shark. Baby shark comes up orange with this filter. I love you. You saw yourself? No. No? No. Why not? No. No. Why are you standing on my hip? I love you. I love you. Good morning. It's been a few days since I've talked with you guys. You guys already know the situation. Today's the day that Brittany Leach's son Crew will be donating his organs. There's something about today that's bringing a little bit more peace, at least to myself, and I'm noticing some others. I don't know if it's because we've had enough time to digest this, but I'm praying that it's bringing peace to the family. I have questioned it. I have asked God why, and I think it's only natural that we do, and I think God can forgive us for being confused and not understand why this is happening. It's just been a really hard week. Yesterday we went to a funeral, and it's just been a very somber time. Do you want to watch Sesame? Yeah. Watch Cookie? Yeah. Okay. I'm getting to a point where I feel as though I need to make sure I do move on, because I'm noticing myself getting into this depression myself. I think she knows how much we care about her and how sad we are for her. And I don't think there's much more that I can say about it. We're all devastated for her. And so it's just about being there for her and just reminding her every single day, not just this week, not just today, every single day, that she's thought about and she is loved and she is constantly being prayed over. Bye. Thank you, honey. So yeah. Bye. Thank you, honey. So, thank you, baby. I just want to make sure that I don't get too, thank you, honey. I don't want to get too caught up into all of it, and I'm not trying to say that as an insensitive way. I have cried since Christmas. Every second, I wake up thinking of this family. I wake up in the middle of the night and just pray for this family. This story has touched so many lives and has shaken so many moms and families to their core. Then I'll be able to like actually talk to her. Yeah. Away? You want to watch Moana? Yeah. Okay. You want to watch Moana? Yeah. Moana? Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, so this is like my first time even having like a second to talk to you guys in like days. It's been so crazy, busy, haven't wanted to pick up the camera, haven't wanted to vlog, haven't wanted to even talk about anything. But the last clip that I just filmed, I broke down like seconds after filming it. So it's like you think that you're starting to pull through something and you're not. Today's the first day that I feel okay finally vlogging, because I didn't have it in me. I didn't feel, finally more women are coming out and saying like how they feel guilty for the privilege of still having the blessings that we have. And it reminds us to just be thankful and grateful and to never take life for granted. He is down for his nap. He really is starting to fight it. He fought it the past couple of days, but like today he fought it mainly because like he's so off schedule. I had to put him to bed late because we've had so many things going on. My sister's come over twice today. We've had our table delivered, so much. The table's not put together. We have to put the table together, which is super dumb. Like, I don't know why a furniture company would not just have the price of putting it together in the delivery price, but it was like another price to have it put together, and we're like, we can put a dumb table together. I can finally focus in on work. I've just like really had my mind in like 20 different places, but I've got to get back on track. I've got to get back on track for myself and for my family, and I've got to get back to that place I was at, you know, a week or two ago. Put on your head. Looks good, honey. No. No what? No. No what? No. No what? No. Why are you getting grumpy? Yeah, get off mommy's belly. Ow. What? Good morning, guys. I caught my son's cold. My son came down with a cold, I want to say like 2 or 3 days ago. Don't mind my chapstick. Whenever the cold weather comes, like everything gets chapped. Yesterday, I just was feeling so bloated. I felt like crap yesterday. I just felt huge, had a lot of pressure in the upper part of my abdomen, and like nothing was getting rid of it. Pretty sure I'm just growing a lot. I feel like I'm carrying way higher than I did with my son, or at least like the higher portion of my belly is growing quicker. Today so far has been a little rough. I knew it would be though, just because he and I are both under the weather. He's just very cranky and very clingy, and like just, he doesn't feel well, and neither do I. We got a new table. I think I showed you guys on Instagram, but we ended up getting a new table because I told you ours broke. So we got a new one. I like it. I just wish it were tall, just like the other ones that we had. We always had tall tables, and I wish that this was too, but I let my husband win this time, and he chose just standard height, which is fine. The table came a couple days ago, and then today the chairs are coming, and I just have a feeling they're gonna come like right when he falls asleep for his nap. So he's down now and he's working on his nap. He just has been so cranky, and so I'm hoping nap will help, but I know he'll just wake up still cranky. He just doesn't feel well, but neither do I. So we're just gonna get through the day, and I'm trying to like just chug water. I'm trying to get him to drink a lot of water too, but he doesn't want anything to do with it. And usually when you have a sore throat and you don't feel well, it's like you don't want to drink. He does know how to blow his nose on his own, but like he's fighting it. He doesn't want me messing with his nose, and I don't blame him. But one thing I will say, if I were to really describe today, it would be discovery. I don't know. Basically, there's been like multiple things that have been missing since we moved, and I was looking for something all morning, ended up finding it. I ended up losing this hair tie, which has been like my favorite hair tie from Ryan and Rose. Lost it, but found it this morning. Husband couldn't find his spare keys. Found it this morning. When we were putting together the table, there's like a certain screwdriver that I love of his that I couldn't find anywhere. Ended up finding it, and there was like a phone case that I needed to find. So I found like a lot today, so I feel really good about that. I keep thinking today's like the 3rd, but it's only the 2nd. Yesterday, I don't even know if I mentioned this, but yesterday my brother got married. They didn't do a big wedding. That's not my brother. That's never been my brother, and she didn't want a big wedding. They just wanted something very intimate. So they went ahead and they got married. Afterwards, we came home, relaxed for a little bit. I could tell I wasn't feeling well. My stomach was just like so inflamed yesterday, so I felt like crap. We ended up going to dinner or at my mom's house. She always makes like the New Year's Eve like meal, ham, black-eyed peas, collard greens, cornbread, like all the different things. It's like a tradition. It's always New Year's she makes this meal, so we went ahead and went over there for that. It was delicious. I think I had like 3 or 4 plates. I called the post office, which I don't know if you guys know this, but you can actually call the post office, your local post office. Don't call like the main customer service area. Most of them can get in touch with the carrier so that the carrier delivers your package if something like this does happen. And so I called her, and the girl was so helpful. My last post office was it was awful. It was so bad. I never could get through, and when you did get through, they were super rude and basically everything was your fault. But this new one, this girl like went out of her way. She took all my info and like just went out of her way. She's like contacting the carrier and everything. And again, I know this package is really dumb, but this isn't the first time that this has happened. And I didn't bother saying anything, but because she said that this carrier is usually very, very thorough, and I wanted to be like, yeah, no, she's really, really fast because she gets here quick. She gets here way sooner than most carriers ever do, but this isn't the first time that she has not delivered my package. I am not okay right now. So during nap time, I get a phone call from a specialist saying that they got a referral from my doctor for me to go see them. I'm like, can you explain to me why? I wasn't expecting a call from you. I don't know why. And the girl on the phone was just like, oh, well, why don't you speak with your doctor and then give us a call back so that you can schedule your appointment after you have spoken with your doctor about this. And I'm like, okay. So I call my doctor and I explained the situation. I got a call from a specialist and wanted to get more info. And they explained to me why they put the referral in, and they asked, they're like, oh, you didn't speak with the doctor though? And I'm like, no, I never heard from the doctor. And basically everything's fine. They've been doing this since the beginning. I've seen 2 doctors this pregnancy, a doctor and a midwife, both of which I never saw at all my last pregnancy, not one time until the day I delivered. And I had a fantastic first pregnancy. All of a sudden I'm seeing these 2, and this pregnancy has been very stressful. It's been very frustrating. And basically, doctor put in a referral to a specialist, and when I get a call from a specialist after having an anatomy scan, I'm immediately panicking, thinking something's wrong with my baby. So I get into a panic, and everything's fine. The baby is fine. The nurse who I spoke with felt genuinely bad, because here I'm like super afraid that something's wrong, and she's like, absolutely not, no, nothing like that. It's just simply, this is what the notes say, but it's nothing regarding the baby having any kind of issues as far as that goes. And I'm like, okay. I'm just so frustrated right now. I don't appreciate being dangled around. I don't appreciate being told I need to see a specialist when there's no reason as to why. Basically it was because of my size and because they couldn't see the baby. The baby was in like an awkward position. So basically, because they didn't get all the images from the anatomy scan, they immediately just made me be referred to a specialist. And I'm like, and I even told the nurse, I was like, so because the baby was in a hard position to get the last final images, which I was told during that appointment that would probably be an issue, because of that, I'm being referred to a specialist. Like, aren't I supposed to be monitored by my doctors? Why are they wanting to pawn me off so much? And so anyway, I'm not in a good mood when it comes to them. I'm livid. And The amount of times that I've talked to you guys about this on a vlog is unbelievable. Cannot imagine why they're wanting to literally dangle me around, not tell me that I'm being referred to a specialist at all, and then expect me not to literally bawl my eyes out in panic that something is wrong. Well, talk to me about it. I never even spoke with the doctor about it, so I'm livid. I'm just not in a good mood. So anyways, I have 2 appointments this week. Tomorrow I have an appointment for my son. Next week I need to get a couple more images from my anatomy scan, and then I'm hoping that they get the results by because the next day is my appointment. I'm hoping they have the results by then, because I'm really, really frustrated that this happened. I'm so upset that this happened. I'm so mad that this happened, and it's just how this pregnancy has gone. It has gone messy, and I've been dangled around, and because of my weight, honestly, like, I'm not even like a huge girl, so it's like, I can't. Just want next week to be done so that I know, like, I just need more info because I'm just so PO'd by now. All right, so I've had a time to cool down and I'm way better than I was before. I went ahead and I reread the radiologist's notes, my last anatomy scan, because I kind of wanted to just understand why my doctor would feel the need to put in a referral. The radiologist, I think, was trying to say based off of my body build. So I think I kind of understand a little bit more why my doctor put the referral in, so that's at least good. It's not anything that like says that there's something wrong with me or wrong with the baby. So I guess I understand that much, so that makes me feel better, but I'm just annoyed that I wasn't told ahead of time, because that would have kept me from panicking, that would have kept me from being afraid, that would have kept me from thinking something was wrong. So I am gonna wait though, because I was referred to a specialist, but like I don't want to go unless I absolutely know it's necessary. I've noticed these two that I've been seeing. I'm noticing with them, there's a trend of wanting to refer me a lot. And the way that I kind of see that is I appreciate going to see a specialist, because I mean, the specialist will know best. But when nothing is wrong yet, I'm noticing that they're wanting to send me to like specialists when nothing has been proven to be like wrong. Like nothing has been wrong, but because I'm like a candidate to have issues wrong, basically my BMI is what they go by all the time. If anything is off, it's because they say my BMI, and that's fine. I understand, I'm a bigger girl, so that's fine. It's the truth, I'm bigger, so my BMI is higher, so I get that. That's totally fine with me. But nothing's wrong. They're just literally basing it off of that, and that's super duper duper frustrating. But it is what it is. I feel a little bit better. And also, I think the reason why she did it this way was because, I don't know, I think it was mostly in case this scan doesn't go well, the scan that I'm doing this coming week to get those last minute photos, in case that doesn't go well, I think that's why she ordered this other appointment, just so we had it, because there could be a chance that maybe they book up. But I'm not gonna make the appointment, basically because I just don't feel like it's necessary. But if my doctor does say so, then fine. But anyway, so I feel a lot better now. It's just, I did not appreciate the fact that like I literally had to go through a panic because I thought something was wrong. And that's not cool. Something that I learned the last 2 pregnancies is that doctors may try and make you feel like something is wrong, or they may want you to be extra monitored, and they're gonna put you in like a book, and they're gonna compare you to other people, other women. This person has, you know, XYZ and you have XYZ. They're gonna put you into the category with this other woman instead of really focusing in on you. That's how some doctors are. And unfortunately, with my luck lately, that's kind of what's been going on with me. You guys have known, I think I've mentioned it in vlogs, and I think I've kept it. I know I've talked about it a lot, but I don't know if I've kept all of it, because sometimes I just don't want to get into that on this channel, and I still don't want to get too deep into it. But like, since the beginning of this pregnancy alone, have felt so pushed around and so like bullied into things. And I know that sounds like such an immature word to use, but truthfully, that's exactly how I feel. So basically, I just wanted to put it out there that this might be something that you deal with if your practice is really pushy about certain things. It might be something that you deal with, but just know that you don't have to fall, or you don't have to just assume you have to do everything the doctors say. I have to like listen to every little thing they say, and I have to believe every little thing that they say. Sometimes you just have to sit back and analyze yourself And I'm not saying if they tell you you have something wrong with you to just say, no, I don't. I'm saying analyze yourself and get second opinions, third opinions, fourth opinions, whatever you have to do. Don't allow yourself to feel pushed over by doctors. Something that I'm noticing this pregnancy specifically is that they're comparing me. Instead of comparing me to my last pregnancy, they're comparing me to other women, while these are the same exact ones that I had with my first pregnancy. My first pregnancy went without like a hitch. It wasn't like there was nothing, like nothing was weird. I did the testing that they asked me to do. I did everything that they wanted me to do, and everything was just pretty chill. And I understand every pregnancy is different, but my vitals are all coming back the same as first pregnancy. My weight is the same as first pregnancy. In fact, my weight is even better. My vitals are even coming back better than first pregnancy. But yet for some reason, these specific doctors, which I never saw one time my first pregnancy, have just been pushy. Just be an advocate for yourself and be honest with your doctor. And if it's just not working out with that doctor, don't be afraid to find another one. Pregnancy is scary. Motherhood is scary. I've never been so like stressed out or scared in my whole life since becoming a mom. We're really tired. I will chat with you guys tomorrow.